Fallujah favors the rebels, and it's sort of tied between CIS and the Republic, although the Republic gets A. Sakura, the female Jedi. CIS gets droidicas and faster tanks. You have to guard tank spawn bases number 3 and number 5. Use your select button to find your enemies on this map because it's hard to see. Seek to capture enemy tank spawn base command post number 1. There's some holes in between the back bases that emit a poisonous red gas that takes health off of you. Geonosis favors CIS. Republic can only hope to win by taking over the entire east side of the field and mining against droidicas. The CIS can take out the ATTE by using Count Dooku to jump up and down on it. You can capture some of the command posts from outside on the rim of the rock bases. Shown here is actual glitch. Don't do this online, pisses people off. You can actually kill a tank by using Force Lightning, but I don't recommend it, it takes forever. Hoth. With just a little practice, you should be able to shoot snow speeders right out of the sky, especially on Xbox 360 where you have very clear graphics. Snow speeders in Battlefront 2 are different than Battlefront 1. They actually have 2 weapons instead of 1. And they can also do these nifty U-turns and barrel rolls. Much more dangerous. You can mine up your snow speeder with team damage off to take out an AT-AT. Just aim towards its knees, and one pass is enough almost to take it out. If you back your AT-AT up right when the mine snow speeder is about to hit, you'll take almost no damage. You can also land on an AT-AT and drop mines on its neck or blast it with team damage off. Doesn't work so well with team damage on. The Jedi can jump on top of its feet and even on its shoulder, or it can get all the way up on top and slice, usually at its neck, which is its critical hit point. Each large weapon has its critical hit point. That is its neck. The critical hit point of an ATRT or ATST is the block in the back of its cylinder. Now the guided missile, which you can fire from the secondary position of the ATST, can do U-turns just like a plane can. I was never that great with it. I prefer the primary weapon of the ATST. You can actually hack an ATST into the Echo base by pushing at the entrance until he goes on in. You can capture Echo base from on top of the Millennium Falcon. On Capture the Flag, you can actually walk over the mountain without using invincibility and go on in the front entrance of Echo Base. You can also rebuild the shield generator and spawn from there, but it takes a long time. Jabba's favors the rebels and the Republic. The rebels in CIS have to guard against people, human players, using the Rancor pit to attack Base 3 from the back. The fight for Base 3 is usually intense online. You have to hold 3 bases at least on this map to win, so if you hold the upstairs in Base 3 you can win. Here's a clever way to turn Base 5 white. Hold it white. Camino favors the rebels and the Republic. The object is to secure the middle platform, take out all the enemy turrets. Not only the ones up on that center platform, but the ones all around it. I used to try to go around the sides and be sneaky. No, the best way is right down the middle, in their face. There's turrets around the middle that should be taken out. There's one there. There's one there. There's one there. Take those out, control the center. Take over the center bases. Some people say that destroying the clone life support consoles will lower the clone's reinforcements, but I don't believe that's really true. You can also snipe from the high points of this map. Players online love to do that. They'll just sit there and snipe the whole map, not really contribute to their team. They'll just stay up here. You should put an auto turret up close enough to you so that you can hear when it's firing. That way you'll know if an enemy's approaching you while you're sniping. These are the consoles, clone consoles. I really don't think they have any effect on Conquest mode. Kashyyyk favors Rebels offline. In large online rooms, it can favor Empire. CIS usually wins. Rebels take the back Empire bases. CIS takes the Republic beachhead. Use the treadmill tank, snail tank as CIS. Sneaky route over the tree, behind the tree to get into the front. But if you repair the barricades and hide behind them, they can't destroy them if team damage is off, because it's their barricades even though you're using them. You can put mines on speeder bikes and ram tanks. Works a lot better with team damage off. The snail tank's weak spot is the back little round spot. Mos Eisley definitely favors the Empire and CIS. It's all about bases. Gotta keep those bases. You can take a base from right there, that corner. People don't know that. Watch this. Jump the wall. That works in several spots in this map. Even as a heavy trooper, you can sprint to the wall, jump right at the right second, and get up it. What I'm showing here is very common online among elite players. Keep some height advantage. You can walk all around the map like this. You can take over this base from up here. Droidekas are a factor for CIS being powerful on this map. You can also take over this base outside here, this little wall. The Republic has a slight advantage on Mustafar because they control the bridge. Hopefully by now you realize that you can destroy the bridge and fix the bridge. See, when you fix it, it raises up. When you destroy it, it drops down. My main purpose at the beginning of the map is to drop the bridge, tell my AI to stop so that before they go off into the lava, then I tell them to move out when I'm in here so they're not in my way. But because they have the ability to shut that bridge down, the Republic has an advantage in this map. You can jump from that platform near base 2 to base 0. You don't need the bridge to be up.
The enemy has taken a command post.
Of course, jet troopers can make their own way across in either direction. The Empire has a slight advantage because they have dark troopers. Put a mine here in the door jam. When that thing's down, the enemy cannot see it. Watch. Coming from this direction, that door down, you can't see it. Come in, bam. Megiddo favors CIS and the Empire, although with heroes on, the Rebels have a fighting chance with Luke Skywalker on the map. The Empire usually beats the Rebels to the western turrets near bases number 2 and 3. Turrets can play a big factor in this map. I usually tell my AI to get in the tank. At the beginning of this map I showed, just you go and you tell them to get in your tank. That way you get your tanks rolling even if you're not using them yourself. With the Rebel tank you can hold the fire button on the left side in the entire time and it won't overheat. So with team damage off, just hold it in all the time and let it keep firing. When facing an enemy tank, you can switch to the secondary position and blast it. Tank 3 spawns, base 3 spawns a tank. That's very important to know. That's another tank. So it'll be 3 tanks versus 2 if you get that base.
Command post is under hostile control.
Go for the Republic going command post number 2 when playing as CIS and then move right on to command post number 1. Man the eastern turrets near command post number 4. Turrets and tanks play a big role on this map. That's why it's not one of my favorites.
Our reinforcements are thinning.
Dark troopers and jet troopers can get up on the center platform and rule the skies from there. This platform here is this famous sniper spot overlooking base 2.